2012 Nissan NV 1500 cargo van. This one has 1,400 miles. No offense, but it is one big block of ugliness. It is quite spacious and more comfortable inside than the Ford E-Series. So, in case you guys didn't hear me, because there is lots of ambient noise, this is a 2012 Nissan NV 1500 cargo van with 1,400 miles. So let's start this one up. This is the V6 model. Well, this is my first personal encounter with one of these vans. I only see them on dealership lots and online, never up close like this. Well, this is Nissan's first attempt at making a cargo van to compete against the E-Series, Chevy Express, GMC Savannah, the Sprinter from Freightliner, and pretty soon the Ford Transit, the full-size one, which is yet in the US market, but it will be quite soon. So let's get around and critique the interior. It's just quite basic. This is just a work truck, so you really can't be picky at all in wanting great interior quality. But I will stress that everything is tightly finished. You don't see any uneven gaps anywhere. You can't pull panels off. Everything nice and even. So, here's your radio, in-CD. Here's the aux jack, little storage area. Climate control, very simple. Power outlet. Cup holders. Hazards. Let's go over to the glove box. Pretty much average sized. I will mention that there's not much of storage space here. The E-Series, despite having that huge engine hump here between your legs, they at least gave you lots of bins and storage spaces to store all your things. Here's the steering wheel. It has a rather low rent feel to it, but again, it's meant for durability really, not luxury. Gets nice and thick in the traditional areas where you would grip it. Headlamps, vehicle stability control. Steering wheel only tilts, does not telescope, apparently. No cruise control, anything like that. These come standard with a 5-speed automatic with manual shift capability. You can see a little toggle switch right there. So at least you have that. Door panel all hard touch. I'm not going to reiterate the reasons why, as this is a work truck. Crank windows. No power mirrors. There's the e-brake. Push on, push off. So, let's take a look at the engine in a moment, and let's take a look in back first. This thing just looks like an overgrown cube. I don't know if that's a good thing. Doors open up like so. Nice and wide. And they stole the idea of the Transit where you would push this over here, or actually pull it, I mean, to slash the door so you can open it up all the way back, and it sticks with a magnet right there to stay secure. So yeah, pretty much similar space to the E-Series. This is a very wide van. See your jack right over there. See how it'll latch on. These are 17-inch steelies. See, rarely spring suspension. It's basically a Nissan Titan chassis. Despite being a huge sliding door, it does open effortlessly. You would think it was going to be a big hunk, a door that would be difficult to open, but it's really easy to move. Overall, it seems like a solid truck. The only thing is it's ugly as hell, and I'm not really a fan of this large nose. Despite having much better interior comfort, this huge nose will be a problem when it comes to maneuverability. And here's Nissan's familiar 4-liter V6. Spick and span, you can still eat off this engine. This will be an easy truck to work on though, lots of space on the V6 models. I'm curious to see what the V8 engine compartment looks like. This hood shuts very flappy though. I wonder how that hood will be once you go at 80 miles an hour. And when it comes to seat comfort, the seats are rather flat. Your legs will just spread wide open over here. Yeah. But overall, seat comfort isn't too bad. Maybe a tad better than the E-Series. You can see your armrest, nicely plush. The front section covered in vinyl. Pretty much Nissan knew what they were doing, but in my opinion, I don't believe it was that clever to use the platform from the Titan. For a cargo van like this, it shouldn't have such a large nose. Again, maneuvering this van will be quite difficult. On top of that, it increases the length unnecessarily. If you find that driving a Ford E-Series van is difficult, the Nissan NV will be even more difficult. Because you would calculate that you have a much shorter nose, yet it is quite long, just as long as the pickup. Here's your sun visor. Now, this is one hunk of a sun visor. It's massive, but you can clip things here. Lighting fixtures. Holder for sunglasses, and it's damped. At least they went through that decency. There's no mirrors in here, but since this is a work truck, really it's not necessary to make sure you're pretty, so... there we go. Such a massive sun visor. I forgot to show off on the instrument cluster. You have your trip computer, outdoor thermostat, and a distance to empty range right there. You can see 303 miles. Let's shut this AC off, and let's give this one a good rev. Sorry, somebody just opened him back. Nissan really refined this engine because this 4-liter V6 used to be so harsh and unrefined. Let me look above on the roof and show you guys that. So yeah, this comes ready for anyone interested in adapting anything such as racks, ladders, what have you, the traditional things. So that's the 2012 Nissan NV 1500 cargo van.